The location of these panels and how big they are is known as a workspace. You could, for example, go to Window, Workspace, and you could choose a different one, say one for audio, for example. And that's going to change how Premiere looks because it's optimized for that audio workflow. You could go back to the editing workspace, and if you change something on the editing workspace or in any workspace, you can go back to the saved state of that workspace by selecting Reset Current Workspace. Click Yes, and there you go. You can also change the location of these panels. For example, I could grab this panel by the grip, which are these little dots right here, and I could move it by just clicking and dragging. Notice that it's giving me a light blue display. It's a preview of where this panel is going to go. If the preview looks like a rectangle and I release the mouse, basically my panel is going to be one more tab on that set of panels. But if I grab it and the preview looks like a trapezoid, what that means is that Premiere is going to add this panel in between the existing panels. It's going to be a tab by itself, and it's just going to be squished in here in between the panels that were there to begin with. I can also close panels, and I can open panels that are not open by default. Any panel that you want to open is going to live under Window, whatever, Capture, Effect Controls, Effects, Events, History, etc., etc. You can save a workspace by organizing your panels however you want them. Let me go ahead and reset the editing workspace. And now I'm going to make the project panel a little bit larger and this one as well. And now I'm going to save this workspace. Window, Workspace, New Workspace, and I'm just going to call it Luisa Editing. I'll click OK, and there you go. Now I have a Luisa Editing workspace. Notice that by default, if you're working on a Mac, Premiere added a shortcut for me. You can find shortcuts under Edit, Keyboard Customization. You can change any of the shortcuts to be whatever it is that you want them to be, and you can also save them. For example, if I want for File Import to just be the letter I could just click on Import, click on this side, and just press the letter I. Notice that it's giving me a warning. It's saying, oh, wait a minute. This is already set for the in point. So maybe we don't want to change that one. Maybe I want it to be Option I. There you go. Used to be Command I, now it's Option I. I have just changed it. I could save the whole set by clicking here, but as it is, I'm going to go back to what I had, which is the Adobe Premiere Pro factory defaults. Notice in here as well, I can emulate the shortcuts for Final Cut Pro 7 and for Avid Express DV. Once you're done customizing, or you're done setting or selecting your keyboard shortcuts, all you have to do is click OK.